guys, welcome back. I just got home from groceries from Carrefour, not from Frais, but I thought I would just do a really quick grocery haul with you. Actually, we went to do some groceries yesterday night because Fridays it's usually a bit more quiet. And wait, just give me 1 second. I'm gonna check on one thing, sorry about that. Yeah, so we usually go on the weekends, but on Fridays it's a bit more quiet, so we like to go Friday sometimes when we can, so we don't have to battle with the rest of France to get our groceries. But I thought I would just bring things out to show you guys what I got yesterday, and I have a receipt here somewhere. I had it prepared. I think it's under my stuff somewhere. I'll go get it in a second. Oh, it's right here. Yeah, so as usual, we went to Frais, one of my favorite French grocery stores. It's basically, just if you're a new viewer, its concept is that you're going to a franchise grocery store, but you have access to a lot of locally produced products. So it's kind of like a permanent farmer's market kind of thing. So that's a concept, and I really like it because a lot of the items are locally produced. Most of it comes from France. A lot of the fruits and veggies also come from Spain, but it's within the European region, and they also work with a lot of local producers. So as usual, I'm going to start with the fresh stuff so that I can put it away in the fridge. I'll start off first with the steak haché. So this is what it looks like. It's basically just 2 beef patties, but in France, apparently, according to my husband, a lot of people like to have this like as a quick lunch, just throw it on the pan, maybe have some fries on the side. So yeah, I think it's quite a common meal time for kids, or when you're in a rush. You just have this with some fries, maybe a little bit of salad. And this was 50% off because I think the due date was yesterday, but it looked fine to me, and I just threw it directly into the freezer. So instead of being, I think it was $4.70 or something originally, it was half price. So it was only €2, $2.70, something like that. Yeah, that's the first item. And I got it. I personally don't like to eat the steak haché like that, but my husband Guillaume likes to have like a really simple meal like that with, again, French fries and salad. And then next up on the list, where is it? Oh yeah, steak haché $4.79, so it was $2.40 after the discount. And then the next item is steak haché again. This is 12% fat. This is, they were both French beef. So you can see here that it's definitely French beef. This is 12% fat. And this is the race of the cow, Charolais, which is, I see it quite often. I think actually French people, or the French cows, they're not very fatty. They don't really like fatty meat. They prefer more lean and a stronger beef taste in their meat. So you don't find that their beef is a high percentage in fat. A lot of the times you'll see like 5%, and that's actually more expensive because it's less fat content. So you get a stronger beef flavor. And this was $7.05. Originally I was planning to use this to make some Vietnamese meatballs, because last night I made some homemade instant pho, and if you didn't see my stories, go check it out. I used this pho paste. It's actually a Thai brand, I believe, so it tasted a little different from the usual pho broths, but it was still really good. I put some lime juice and fish sauce in it, so it had a bit of more Vietnamese kind of flavor. But yeah, the flavor was a little bit different, but still really good for an at-home pho option. for joining. I love these grocery hauls. And also I was thinking about you because I think one time we were talking about those green almonds, the ones that are like not fresh, not ripe yet. And I was looking for that at Grand Frais, but I don't find it. But if I do see it, I'm gonna try it. I think we talked about that like last year, a long time ago. Anyways, so next up, I'm gonna do the sesh. What are you guys doing on the weekend? I'm alone today again because Guillaume, my husband, he went off to play pétanque with his like business friends, and I hope he comes back with the prize, maybe a bottle of champagne or something. And then next we have this sèche nettoyé. So these are already cleaned out squid, and I think this is just packaged in France. But when I purchased this, I made sure to check where it was fished, and I believe it was the Northeast Sea. So actually, if you want to make sure you're eating sustainable seafood, you can go onto the WWF website and you can choose your country where you're living to check out all the different types of seafood that they have listed there to see whether or not the seafood that you're purchasing is sustainable or not, or if they're endangered, depending on the region that they're being caught in. So I made sure to check first, and this is a sustainable source where they fished this squid. It's a little more work, that's for sure. And also sometimes because anything organic or sustainable is usually more pricey, so I know we can't all do it. Now that, we spend most of our money on just food, so because we prioritize eating well and rather than spending on other things, we're able to do this, and I quite like it. Safia, oh nice. The plan for us is to rest and cook delicious food. Planning on making waffles. Waffles. I want to see a picture of your waffles. I miss waffles. What are you gonna put on your waffles? What kind of toppings? I'm Canadian, so I like to put like maple syrup on my pancakes and waffles. All right, so the next item is mascarpone. And let me check, it should be under fromage, so here we go. Mascarpone, 250 grams, $2.49. Not too bad. I'm planning to make a strawberry tiramisu with the mascarpone. Originally, I saw a recipe for 2 portions of tiramisu that is made with pistachio cream and pistachios. So I got the pistachios, but I saw the pistachio cream at Grand Frais was, I think, 10 euros, and the color of it was off. It looked very artificial, like they put food coloring. So I decided not to purchase it, and I thought about maybe making like a chestnut tiramisu, because they have something called crème de marron, and it's basically like a chestnut cream. It's kind of like a spread that people put on their bread for breakfast. You can put it into creams and stuff, yogurt. Yogurt is really good. So I decided to make strawberry tiramisu instead because I have here a box of strawberries, which I'll show you in a bit. Yeah, that's the mascarpone. And then next we have our usual ball of mozzarella. This was, I believe, 99 cents. It's not any special type of milk. I think it's milk from the EU. Yes, milk from EU, just a regular mozzarella ball. 99 cents. I'm going to make it with some tomatoes. The big, like, heirloom Cœur de Boeuf tomatoes are still a bit pricey right now. I think they're like $5.99 per kilo. In the summer, it goes for, I think, something like $3.99 per kilo or $4.99 per kilo. So I'm just holding off for when it's more in season, because when it's at the beginning of the season, it's more expensive and the product is not at its best yet. So I'm just gonna wait, and instead I got some other tomatoes, which I'll show you in a second. Let me see what else. Oh, and then we have another dairy product. I tried this on my last grocery store trip, and I'm not like a huge mousse cream chocolate lover, but my husband Guillaume is, so he really liked this. This is a creme dessert with dark chocolate, and honestly the chocolate flavor is quite good, but I just don't love the texture, and chocolate is not like my favorite. So yeah, he really liked it, so he got 2 more pots for himself, and these were $1.19 on sale, so he got 2. He can have the second one as well. They also have a really good chocolate mousse, which my friend Safia, who's also streaming and in the chat right now, she suggested for me to try, and Guillaume really liked it because he likes chocolate. And then next we have our usual skyr. We have this for breakfast every single day with fruits, especially always with one type of berry, no matter what type of berry it is, and our muesli, homemade muesli mix. And this was, I think, $5.49 for 1 tub. I've memorized the price because we have this every single week. And I started eating breakfast since we came back from our honeymoon trip from Japan and Thailand, because breakfast, we always had breakfast. Sometimes it was included, sometimes we would just go out for breakfast, but we started eating breakfast a lot, and big breakfasts as well. So we've gotten used to it, and now that we don't have breakfast, we'll be a bit hungry. And anyways, it's quite good to start your day with some energy. This is 10 grams of protein, and I don't know if it's as high in fat as Greek yogurt, but I prefer this consistency more, because last time I tried the Greek yogurt and it was just very thick. And the thing is, it was, I think, like a fat-free Greek yogurt, which I bought by accident. So I don't know if it's just really thick from, is it called emulsifiers? Basically, extra things they add into it to give it like a texture. So yeah, we have this here every week. It's getting very crowded in our tiny fridge. And then, oh yes, these guys. So these are Coke. So in English they're called cockles. And actually in Singapore, I used to see this quite a lot in meals, but I didn't really like the way they cooked it. I think maybe they just boiled it or something, or they were raw. But they use this a lot in laksa, which is like a coconut-based curry-ish kind of broth. And I never liked them, I always picked them out. But then I tried them again here in France recently, because I saw David Leibovitz. He made a recipe of, I think, spaghetti vongole with cockles. So I gave it a try, and it was actually really good. So I've been making spaghetti vongole quite a lot, and with these, and because these are quite cheap, these are $3.99, it's quite a budget meal for 2. I just use 1 box like this. So yeah, cockles, and these are raised in France. I haven't figured out what I'll do with the squid, but I might fry them. And then next I have our usual eggs. This time we were able to get 18. So these are, how do you call them again? You know, I'm losing some English words because I started just saying it in French. So these are, how do you call it? Free range eggs. Oh no, now I'm losing my English too. So these are French chicken, so French eggs. Free range, 18 eggs, and then you see the size, it's like small and medium size eggs. And these, I think they were 4 something. Let me see. Yes, $4.39 for 18. Just put them right we actually do eat quite a lot of eggs because it's a very easy protein source. All right, and then next I have the pistachios. These are just going on to my tiramisu, just as a topping. I grabbed these before I looked for pistachio cream, but I kept them anyways, just because it would be like a nice little sprinkle on top with some strawberries. And these are grilled, no salt. This is apparently for like aperitif hour, but you can do anything with them. So I don't know where these pistachios are from though. Oh, they're from the US. Grilled in France though. Roasted in France, sorry. I'm losing my English. Do you add granola with a skyr? So I did add granola, but I think granola is just a little bit more processed than if you had muesli. So let me just show you what my muesli is like. I just get some oats. Oh, where is it? How I eat my yogurt is just, I have skyr, then I put in some chia seeds. So these guys, I mix this into the yogurt to soak them first thing so that it has time to soak. This is high in fiber, so it's good for you. And I got these from Naturalia, I think. It's like an organic store in France. And then fruit, honey, and I top it off with my homemade muesli. So it's just like whole oats, rolled oats. I roasted my almonds when I still had an oven, and then roasted almonds. You can also do it on the pan if you don't have an oven. Just give it a quick, on low heat, just give it a quick toss in the pan, and it'll release the oils to give it that roasted flavor. Then I put in, I think, usually cranberries, golden or regular raisins. I put in some desiccated coconut and goji berries. See? These guys. I think I got all of the ingredients from Frais. Yeah. And I also have some like coconut chips that I got in Thailand. So I'll give it a little sprinkle as well. And yeah, it's just less processed, more fiber, less sugar. So I prefer to have muesli instead of granola. But granola, obviously, it tastes better because it's crunchy and there's sugar and stuff. But actually, since I stopped having granola, this is the one I used to have. I mean, like not always, I just bought it because it was there. I think from Monoprix. But I got used to eating muesli, so now I prefer having the homemade muesli. Okay, I'll try it. It looks yummy. Yeah, it's good. It's such a good start to the day. You feel like you're already taking care of yourself. You give yourself a bit of energy, you know. I feel kind of productive eating my breakfast. And then what do I have? Oh yeah, so I have this. This is the biscuits for the tiramisu. They're so cute, aren't they? The box is so nice. I can't wait to use it just because it looks so nice. And there's a recipe here, but I don't know if I'll follow this recipe. The recipe I'm gonna try is from this lady, this French lady who is now living in, I think, London. And I forgot her Instagram handle, but I follow her on Instagram. And she has this recipe just for 2 portions of tiramisu. So today I went to Carrefour to look for a little, like a, what is it called? Coupe de glace, like a little ice cream bowl to make the tiramisu in. So you can see all the layers since it's transparent. So cute. And I think they were only $1.50 each. Super cheap. But what I would love one day is to go to a brocante, like a flea market, and find some vintage items, especially glassware. So that's for the tiramisu. And what's also going in the tiramisu is my strawberries. Look at this. So these are Spanish strawberries. I forgot which part of Spain. I think it was the northern part of Spain. And I've seen these strawberries in Canada as well. So here I purchased this whole box of 1 kg of strawberries for €6.99 net, because there's no tax that's extra after you after the display price. So this is $6.99 net, which is equivalent to, I think, $11 Canadian. And in Canada, I saw them at one like fancy grocery store. It's called the Village Grocery in Markham. And Markham is in part of the Greater Toronto area where my family stays. And I saw this at the Village Grocer for 25 Canadian dollars, plus there's tax, 13%. So it comes out to something like 28 Canadian dollars for this box of strawberries. That is definitely a luxury. One of my friends commented on my Instagram stories because I posted all my fruit on there, and she said that is real luxury. But no, the price is actually okay here. So that's going to go into my breakfast yogurts and as well as my tiramisu. So I think I'm just gonna kind of like, how do you call it? Like break up the strawberries or muddle it into the mascarpone and beat it up together. And then also like layer some fresh strawberries. And then here we have the bean sprouts that I used last night in my pho. But I'm also going to make something called bun chop, which is like Vietnamese meatballs with some rice noodles. So, oh, I forgot to buy my rice noodles. Oh, okay, I'm gonna have to make a note of that. But yeah, so this is gonna go into my bun chop as well. And I have to eat this quick because otherwise it's gonna spoil, and a lot of people get food poisoning from eating bean sprouts uncooked. So what you can also do is just give it a quick blanch in boiling water to make sure you kill off the germs. Cheap viewers again. Oh, okay. Good to know. All right, so this was $1.53 for 200 grams. If you eat a lot of bean sprouts, they actually have an option of buying like a huge bag of it. I don't know the weight, but it's like a massive bag that's cheaper than if you were to buy these ones. So I don't know why. Maybe these are like, you don't have to wash them. You can put them straight into the salad. I'm not sure, but because every time I buy the big bag, I waste it. So I just gave up and I tried to buy the small package this time. So I'm gonna use this for my bun chop. All right, and then next, I got one red onion. Just, I think it was like 30 cents or something. I find that red onions are more expensive. Yes, onion rouge, 36 cents. Yeah. And this, I forgot what I'm using in it. I think it was for I'm going to make a Sri Lankan egg curry this week. I'm still lacking dried curry leaves, but I might have to go into town to buy that at the local Asian grocery store. But one red onion. And then, oh, also for my Sri Lankan curry is cardamom pods and cinnamon sticks. This I think was $2.19. This was $2.99. And this week they're having a sale for like 50% off your second one, obviously off the cheaper one. So yeah, I got a discount on that, so I saved like €1. Yeah, so that's going in my Sri Lankan curry. And then here is white radish or daikon. I think it should be the same because this one is, they call it navette, like turnip. But I think it's grown in France. So they call it navette long France. And this was $1.14. And this, I'm going to do a quick pickle along with my carrot over here so that I can have it on the side with my bun chop. And then next, yeah, we have tomatoes. These guys were on sale this week for $2.50 per kg. So it was the cheapest tomatoes, I believe. No, there was Spanish ones. They don't look so great. Those were $2.50 per kg. This was maybe $2.70 per kg. And these are French grape tomatoes on the vine. And these were together $1.31. Oh yeah, no, these were $2.50 per kg. So this is around 525 grams. And this, I was going to use in, I forgot what I'm cooking this week. Oh, it was for my mozzarella salad, and also for the Sri Lankan egg curry. And then we have lemons. These are Spanish lemons. So this week I actually wanted to splurge a bit and buy those really nice big Italian lemons that have like a really thick rind. And it smells really fresh and nice. But this week they didn't have it, so I was like, okay, I'll just get the more cheap ones. These are actually, it says citron à jus, so it's for like juicing. Maybe to make lemonade or something. They also have something called a citronade and a limonade here. Yeah, so this, I forgot what I bought this for as well, but I needed lemons for something. And this was, let me check. Oh, I needed lemons because I was going to buy oysters, but I took a pack of oysters and then I realized that I don't have the oyster knife, so I had to put it back. This was $2.50 for the lemons. And then, oh yes, my walnuts. So I actually bought 3 of these walnuts because I finally caught them on sale. I think at its cheapest, it was like €8 for 2 packs. I already opened this pack. Here's the unopened pack, and it's 350 grams. So it would be €4 per 350 grams. But now it's a little more expensive. I think it was on sale for $4.50 per pack, so 50 cents more per pack. So I got 3 because I like to have it with my yogurt. It's very good for you. So I got 3 of those, and then I got 1 green pepper also for my buncha. I wanted to find a red one, but I couldn't find a red one that was like long in the shape. So I just got a green one, and these are quite spicy. I bought them before and threw them on the grill. And Guillaume's dad also tried it because he likes spicy food too. And I was impressed. He could eat them. Even I was suffering, so I was very impressed by that. This is a Moroccan green chili pepper, and these guys are spicy. When I was at Grand Frais, there was like a label saying, okay, like the flavor profile and stuff, and they basically said this is just for flavor. It's not to be eaten because it's very strong. But I might try just to have like 1, depending on how spicy it is. And this, I just got 1, and it was $2.99 per kg, so 9 cents just for 1. It's just kind of for decoration. And then I got beans. So beans always make me really bloated, and Guillaume too, but it's high in fiber, and I honestly just love to eat beans. I like the texture of beans. So I checked that. If you buy, like if you're someone who has IBS, beans are difficult, but there are certain types of beans, and especially if beans are canned, they're already kind of processed, so there will be less of the thing that makes you bloated. I forgot how do you pronounce it, what it's called, but basically I just buy the already cooked ones and then rinse it out. So that, yeah, it makes me less bloated, easier to digest. And I really like the white haricot blanc cannellini beans. What else do we have here? Oh, just a bag of salad, pre-washed. I was gonna have this again with the oysters, but I had to put my oysters back, so it's good to have salad anyways. This is 2 parts for 2 people. 119, already washed, but I suggest you to also give it just a quick rinse because you never know in the processing factory how clean it is. And that's how a lot of people get food poisoning as well. And then lettuce. I got a head of lettuce. It's called lechu. I don't know exactly how you would translate that to English. I used a bit of it already for salad for this lunch, and it was, I think, just $1.29 for a head of lettuce, and I got this from my buncha. But I also had it with my high protein steak salad this afternoon. And then a few things we already ate. So we had a platter of 3 steaks, and that was $9.95, but really delicious. Go check out my Instagram stories if you want to see what I did with it. I basically thinly sliced it into little slices, and I put it into my pho. so that when you pour the broth on top, it will cook it. And then I use the last piece of steak for our steak salad, our high protein salad for lunch. And then I think the rest I went through already. Oh yes, no, there's also the wine. So I don't know why, but I think Grand Frais is promoting now like a aperitif campaign. So everything on sale is related to aperitif. So they have like little already pre-cut and washed veggies, some things like pistache, some nuts, snacks and stuff on sale. And wine is also on sale. This is a red wine. I don't know what we're gonna have it with yet, but it was, let me see the price, Vin Rouge, $8.99. So maybe it wasn't on sale. I'm not sure. $8.99 for this bottle of wine. I'm not very good at knowing my wines, so I can't really say much. It's from 2023. It's a red. It's made from grapes. And it's AOP, so I guess it's a pretty good one. Let me see, what region is this in? I don't know. It's a French wine. And then I have rosé, which I'm just gonna grab. Give me 1 second. There we go. So this is a rosé. I think these guys were on sale. It was like a deal for 2. So it was $4.50 each, but then I think we got a €1 discount, so €4 a bottle, €8 for 2, because you have to buy 2 to get the deal. So yeah, this is also 2023. Indication géographique protégée. I don't know, maybe it's also like the AOP standard kind of thing. 12.5%. I don't know what region this is from. Anyways, yeah, so we got 2 of these. And for all the groceries we got yesterday, just from Grand Frais. Oh yeah, and Guillaume also got a can of beer, which he had yesterday already. Blonde, $2.59 for 1. Oh, and the tournesol. So real tournesol is what, sunflower seed oil? I forgot where I put it. So that was $1.99, and I think it might have been organic. So for everything that we purchased, it was in total. Oh wait, Safia. Yes, because weather is sunny, they assume everybody is going to have apéro. And yes, we do. Yes, true. When the weather is sunny, you want to have apéro because you want to like be out and enjoy the nice weather with your friends, have your glass of wine, have some little snacks. In the summer, you have to do it no matter what time it is, because apéro is usually before dinner. Sometimes it gets late and I'm like, oh, should we just, set up for dinner? And everyone will be like, oh, but like, what about apéro? We can't skip apéro. And I'm like, okay. You know what? Yeah, forget what I said. So yeah. Everything I bought, 38 items in total. We spent $47.69 with the pantry items, including wine, and the herbs and stuff, the nuts. Then $15.74 with the cheese section. Then all the veggies as well as the seafood was $20.46. Then finally, at the butcher's, it was $19.39. So in total, €103.28 right here. And where's the breakdown? I think, can you see the breakdown? Yeah, this is right here. So yeah, on average, we spend about $150 per week for the 2 of us. And I know that's a bit on the higher end, because if you shop at some other grocery stores, it's a bit cheaper. But since we really only spend on just food, we prioritize having some good quality products as well as supporting some local producers. So this is really where all our money goes to, food. And we don't eat out very often, which is why we like to buy good quality products to have at home. Yeah, and also maybe just one special mention, because I tried this new fruit. This was from last week, but these are new to me. When we were in Mallorca a couple weeks ago, I saw this at the market, but I didn't get a chance to buy it because we didn't have cash. And when I saw it at Grand Frais, I had to try it. I couldn't miss it. So I don't know what they taste like, but I tried it for the first time yesterday. And in French, these are called nifle. In English, I think it's loquat. And it's actually a fruit that's native to Japan and China. But to be honest, I don't really recommend them. They're all right, but there's like really huge seed pods inside. And the skin is, you have to peel the skin. It's really easy to peel. You just peel it literally with your fingers. Comes off really easily. It's quite sour. And it's got like almost no fruity aromatic flavors, and it's just like a little bit sweet, because I think these are quite ripe already. They're soft and it's already even bruising, and then it's, yeah, since there's no like fruity aromatic flavors, when you bite into it, there's a lot of juice that comes out, but it almost doesn't feel juicy. It feels watery because there's no flavor. So these were $2.99 for the box. So like I think 3 something per kg, but they were all right. So I'm just gonna throw this into my yogurt so I don't really taste it. But yeah, I don't think I recommend these for flavor wise. But I think in Chinese medicine you use this for hydrating purposes. So if you know, there's this Chinese kind of like cough syrup that even a lot of celebrities use, especially singers. It's like very soothing and hydrating on the throat, and it's made with this loquat. So that's how I remembered what it was called in Chinese, because I know the cough syrup. So anyways, maybe these are healthy for you, but flavor wise, they're all right. All right, so I think for my grocery haul, that's about all. I don't know if anybody has questions about French products or recipes or what I'm going to eat this week. If you need ideas, but that's all from me for the grocery haul. If you have something to ask, you can ask me now. If not, then I'm going to log off. Check out my Instagram if you want to see what I made with some of the ingredients last night. And yeah, just keep an eye on it for other recipes I'm going to be making. Thank you for joining. Hope you have a nice weekend and good weather.